Off the crossbar! Goal! And trying to flick off the goal team! Switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello and welcome, folks, to Stewart Field, where this afternoon we have some field hockey action here on HCTV. Today, Central will take on Belvidere. I'm George Urquhart here with Mariah McEwen. Mariah, Central did suffer their first loss at the hands of Pingree last Thursday. Now, we're expecting them to bounce back. How do you expect them to bounce back in this game?
I mean, Central is a dominant force this year. They've been really good against conference rivals such as Voorhees, Montgomery, and Watchung Hills. Prevented an overtime against them, which was very crucial. Our opponent, Belvidere, has lost towards Pingree, so I think it's going to be a fair matchup.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it could be a pretty close game. Central could dominate. It's really hard to tell. Mainly because, I mean, if you look back at the scores, Belvidere did lose 6-1 to Pingree, and Central only lost 3-1, and Belvidere lost 3-2 to Voorhees, and Central ended that in a draw at 2-2. Now, we do have to remember that Central dominated in that Voorhees game. They had most of the pressure, and very easily a bounce could have gone their way, and they would have won that game. So, here we go, and
Hard with the draw.
Yep, and it's gonna start here with Scally getting control. Nope, that's Schnell.
That's Schnell.
I gotta lock in here.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back here to Redmond.
Green card. It's been
Green
pulled.
card already.
Against
we have had
against Julian Labar.
We've had about 20 seconds of field hockey play, and there's already a green card here. So Central
On the power play.
Yep, have the man advantage here, or woman advantage, I should say.
And Belvidere has the man disadvantage, or woman disadvantage. Basically, if you score even with the power play, the person who's still out stays out until the time has fully elapsed.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity, very different from ice hockey. Here's Sponza looking towards Walker, but that one's going to slide right through and go out the back. So, it looks like Madison Denker for Belvidere here is going to be playing all the way back. And we'll start with it here at about the 15-yard line. It's going to be passed up. Walker's going to force it out there. I think that ball just was a little too far for Cardos there. Here is Scally. Scally, I've had trouble pronouncing her name in the past, and she's going to score!
Let's go Devils! We're leading 1-0 against Belvidere High School with the goal by Maggie Scally.
Well, good thing I got her name right that time, because she's going to give the Devils a 1-0 lead here very quick in this game on the man advantage, and a very good shot from pretty far out, too. Just beat the goaltender, Smith, and well done for Central to set the tone early here with an early lead, 1-0 here. 13:25 to go in this first quarter.
Lila Smith is a freshman.
Lila Smith is a freshman. Young goaltender in for Belvidere.
Definitely a lot of pressure being the goaltender on varsity as a freshman. Central has Danica Podniker as their goaltender for the night, and she's a senior.
Podniker has been very solid in the last couple games to start the season. Made 12 saves, and I believe that stat is actually not up to date because it says she's only played in 2 games. I'm pretty sure she got the start against Pingree, but check that because, again, the unreliable sheets of NJ.com will haunt us to this day.
Yeah.
And forever, actually, because I don't think it will get any more accurate at any point in time. Doesn't seem like it will.
Nope. And here's the thing. Not every school uses Our School Today, and that's where we get most accurate rosters from, and not every school uses that platform. So our best way to get rosters is through NJ.com's high school sports section.
Yep.
Not a fun thing to use.
So Central's going to get back on it. So far they've controlled pretty well to start this out. Redmond's going to look back for Capone. Capone's going to try and put it forward, but that's stopped by the stick of Francescino. I think it's Francescino. That looks about right. She's got 3 assists on the season so far. Here's Gebhardt. He's going to put it back towards Sponzo.
Sponzo got stuck between 2 defenders. Labar.
Smart play to put it off the foot of the defender there.
Both Labars were on her. Jillian and Emerson.
There are 2 Labars for this team. I haven't heard of one Labar before. It's a slightly unique name, and we got 2 of them tonight, so it'll be interesting, or I should say this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a French last name, I think.
Yep, and here's Emerson Labar. We're going to have to say the first name. Did Coddington keep that in? No, she did not. So this is going to go back for Belvidere. Here is Susie. Susie is going to look for Redmond, but it's intercepted by the other Labar. That's Jillian.
And Jillian was the one who had a green card earlier in the game.
Yes, Jillian going to whack one across the center. Oh, that would have been dangerous if Postma got on that. That would have been almost a sure goal if she was able to tip it in there. Very good center pass. Looks like this is going to go back in the way of Belvidere here.
And 13 is on it, or 3? I think it is either.
Hard to see from the other side, but that is number 13. That's Cardos. And that goes off. That goes off Coddington. So this is going to be probably brought out to about the 20-yard line.
I think Belvedere
25.
And number 1, Emerson Labar, will pass it in.
Belvedere did just sub. I did not see who came in. Oh, a nice play by Sponzo to knock it away, but Jillian Labar is able to get back on it. That's going to be knocked out the back again, and it's going to be Central this time who will have the ball. And it will be Coddington who will put it up for Duda here.
Duda and Redmond are some of our defensive workhorses this year.
Redmond also very dangerous offensively.
She's a midi.
She is able to score and has done that this year. That was a pass intended for Schnell, and here goes Gebhardt. Gebhardt's going to rifle one in. Maybe too far, is too far for Amanda Walker.
Off of number 12, mystery number, we do not know who number 12 on Belvedere is, as the NJ.com rosters are not the best in the world.
I thought for once maybe we'd have a game where the curse of the mystery number is not revealed, but it is. Here's Capone. Capone looking for Redmond, who is turned around. Guess that went off the wrong side of Redmond's stick, so we'll go back the other way.
Labar.
Labar, oh, a nice play by Schnell. Schnell.
Broke her ankles.
Yeah, totally broke her ankles. Oh, that goes back through Schnell's legs, and that's going to be out.
And
But it was off of a Belvidere player, so
Redmond has possession.
yes. Here's Redmond. Redmond's going to look down low for Schnell. Schnell's going to try and put it through the center. That almost got all the way through to
Dangerous.
Walker, but a stick in front saved it. Here is Duda. Duda's going to control from around the 40. Got it up to Coddington. Coddington puts it in front. That was for Gebhardt, but there was a Belvidere player down, and it's going to be a short corner
As
for Central here for Walker.
Belvidere is getting their defenders in the net, or let's see what they're gonna do.
It looks like they're gonna put
Three defenders in the
three
net
in, one out.
and one out. Sardines in a can situation.
Walker will take it. Walker leads the team in scoring. 4 goals, 1 assist. Put it out in the center for Redmond. Redmond scored from there last home game. That almost went through. That was off the foot of a Belvidere player in front, so it'll be another short corner here for Central.
Yeah, Amanda Walker takes it again. She's been really good on these short corners. However, teams have been trying to reduce the impact of these
Whistles
short corners.
here. Did someone move too early?
Ball start, possibly?
Yes. So Belvidere moved too early out of the box.
Central gets a redo. Amanda Walker will shoot it again.
Here is Walker's going to put it out there. It's Coddington. Coddington's going to put it across for Redmond. Redmond looking for a lane. All covered up there by Belvidere. Oh, and she got it to Schnell, and that deflects in. They score.
2-0, Hunterdon Central.
Well done there. That went off a bunch of sticks in front. Didn't see who had the final knock at it.
Most likely it was Schnell, I think.
Probably Schnell. Schnell has scored quite a bit as well. She's got 2 goals, 1 assist. She scored the lone goal on Thursday against Pingree.
Central has tons of different scorers for their roster. It's quite a great team to have if you have multiple scoring players that you can use, and it's deadly.
This is a Central team that has shown they can score from pretty much anywhere inside the 30-yard line. So, you got to always watch. I mean, Scally's goal was probably from about the 20-yard line. It was a long shot and
Made it
found
in.
the back of the net. So with 6:59 left, it looks like maybe someone took a timeout. It is hard to tell what's going on here. There's a conference with the refs here. I don't know if maybe they're looking at the last goal. I can't quite tell what's going on. It's very rare that we see a clock stoppage in field hockey.
It's definitely going to be hard to challenge a goal for sure, as we don't have instant replay. We're not the NHL or the NCAA where we have the opportunity to have instant replay. I think it's most likely a timeout possibly, and the thing for Belvidere is that they have to rely so heavily on Lila Smith, as she's their only goaltender for the team. While Central, if Poniker has a bad day, they could put in Weaver. While if Smith has a bad day, they just have to make sure they score enough points.
Yeah, Smith, very young goaltender. Being a goaltender in your freshman year for a varsity club, very challenging, and you can see, the results. She only let one in last game against Montgomery, and Pingree did kind of light it up a bit. So she's done pretty well, though, especially for being a freshman and being in goal. Very challenging position to play, even for anyone of any age. Here's Susie with a good intercept. But this is going to be taken the other way. But Susie's able to get back on it, and the stick of Labar takes it the other way. That is Emerson. And here's Capone. Capone found Redmond through a couple sticks, and Redmond's able to rifle it up. She was looking for Schnell. That's going to go all the way out.
I think Belvidere will regain possession as it was off of Redmond's stick.
Yep, Belvidere will start with it here. Probably around the 15. And it's going to be passed out. Almost got all the way to number 11, Constantino, but Goes the other way for Central. Oh, Schnell just able to keep that in. Good play by Schnell. Schnell tries to put it over in the center there. Schnell's back on it. Forces it out there, and it's going to be Central's.
As
Good sequence there from Schnell.
Emerson Labar hits it out of bounds, and I think Kaylin Redmond takes possession and will hit it in.
Here's Redmond. Redmond tried to find Schnell, but he's trying to go through a crowd. I don't know what that call is. Ooh, it's going to be a card. A green card on Redmond.
Redmond has a green card.
Redmond is questioning what she might have done there, and we're kind of wondering up here as well, but
Dangerous
it's going to
play.
be a power play for Belvidere. So Redmond will go out. Redmond, that's not someone you want to have by the scorer's table if you're or in the box by if you're Central. I mean, very, very important player for this team.
For sure. Probably what the ref thought she did was going behind the player and possibly attacking them, and that's probably why she got the green card.
Yeah, it didn't really look like anything much from up here. Well, and that's how Belvidere will start their power play. It's going to bounce off a stick and go out. So here's Capone. Capone shorthanded. You can score shorthanded, but that one is going to be stopped very well by Constantino. Constantino scored 2 goals so far, and oh, this comes back the other way. Here's Schnell. Schnell right in front of the net.
Schnell.
It's going to go back out, and it's going to be Belvidere ball.
Another mystery number. Someone of the number 31?
31.
Uh,
I can't see the number right now, but yeah, you are right. That is number 31. Here's Jillian Labar trying to take it forward through Maggie Scally.
Maggie Skelly has been really good defensively and offensively for the Hunterdon Central team.
All around good player, able to get up and down the field. Here's Capone. Capone trying to take on 3 Belvidere players, and she did that well because she won the possession here. And here's Duda.
This team is very deadly, Hunterdon Central, and so is Belvidere, but this Belvidere team has been having an off year so far.
And Belvidere is behind the scoreboard quick here, down 2 early on in this game.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, they got to figure some stuff out if they want to turn it around. Here is Labar that went off a couple sticks in front, and a good play by Pottinger to get in front of that.
As she kicked it away, and Hunterdon Central regains possession as Lucia Capone will hit it in.
Capone, good defensive player as well for Central. Plays on the back end. Here is Capone getting it all the way to Sponzo. Good pass from Capone, but this is going to be taken back away by Emerson Labar. Labar is going to knock it all the way down, a little too far for basically every player. I think she was assuming that maybe someone was going to get a stick in front of it, slow it down. But she shot that ball with purpose.
Hunterdon Central is back to full strength as Redmond checks back in the game from her 2-minute penalty.
Well done. Good kill from Central, and they will get the ball moving ahead here. That was Susie looking for Walker. That eventually came to Gebhardt, but Labar is able to knock it back the other way. Emerson, that is. And here is Scally. Scally looking for Gebhardt. Bounces around, eventually gets to Gebhardt.
Emerson Labar has been on Gebhardt.
Yes, Labar clearly one of the important players here for Belvidere, and this one's going to skip over Constantino's stick.
And Jillian Labar will shoot it back in for Belvidere. A whistle's been blown. For what reason?
Don't really know, but no change there. That goes right off the leg of Schnell.
Dangerous lift.
That goes off of
Gebhardt's hand.
Gebhardt's
She's shaking it.
No dangerous lift called there, even though I feel like that should have been a dangerous lift call.
I agree.
It goes off the hands of any player. It's too high. Here's Emerson Labar trying for the net. Goes back the other way as it was stopped in front by a central stick, and then
Duda
cleared it.
That call is questionable, but refs can't see everything, unfortunately.
This is going to go the other way. Good play here. Here goes Gebhardt. Gebhardt was trying to find Walker. That bounced around in front. Oh, and Walker's able to win that battle, but it's rifled back out of the zone. Here is Coddington. Coddington found Sponzo. Sponzo unable to stay with it, and here goes Belvidere back the other way. Oh, and a good play there by Scally. Did it go off her leg? It did. So it will be Belvidere ball.
I think it's Emerson LeBar will rifle it to Belvidere to get the game back started.
Here goes.
I think that's number 4.
Number 4's got an interesting last name, I will say.
Francescino?
No. Oh, sorry. I thought it was number 3. Francescino. That is an interesting last name, but it's not as hard to pronounce as number 3.
It has?
It has, I believe. I don't want to mess that up. Also, I don't see them out on the field, so we don't have to worry about it for right now.
Yeah, unless they sub in.
Unless they sub in.
That will be... The ball will be rifled in by, I think, Maggie Scally at the 45.
Here's Scally. Scally is looking for Walker, but that was intercepted by Emerson LeBar. Here goes Francescino. Francescino was looking for number 3.
It has.
It has, is what we're going to say. We apologize in advance for probably the butcher of that name. But it's going to be Central ball as that went out, and Coddington will take it. Coddington's going to look for Sponzo. That bounced around in front. Looked like it went off the leg of a Belvidere player, but they say no, and that's it for the first quarter.
Be back for more.
Central up 2-0. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, HCTV viewers. Our draw team for tonight, for this quarter, we have Amanda Walker, Ashley Gebhardt, and Jelly Schnell.
Those are going to be your front offensive players here.
And we have Caitlin Redmond, Jossie Sponzo, I presume.
Looks like it's going to be the same lineup from the first quarter that got those 2 goals on the board for Central.
And Belvidere is with the ball. Let's see. Belvidere passed it. Francescino to LeBar. That would be Jillian LeBar. And Maggie Scally cleared it to Ashley Gebhardt. Intercepted by a Belvidere player, but Sloan Coddington regained possession in the period. And Central will shoot the ball from the 50. I think Maggie Scally is on it. And she passed it to Gebhardt, but it went too wide. And Caitlin Redmond regains possession after Gebhardt cleared it to her. 2 players from Belvidere were on her, which was Emerson LeBar and the mystery number 12. Unfortunately, with NJ.
A lot of mystery numbers with NJ.com, as there always is.
Maggie Scally with the possession.
Well, that's a good play by Scally there to get around the defender, but couldn't continue it, unfortunately.
And Jillian LeBar intercepts it, and she is the one going to be rifling it to the other side, where Ashley Posma just checked into the game and rifled it. Maggie Scally with the regaining of the possession for Central, and she rifles it to, I think, Amanda Walker. And Jossie Sponzo is on possession. And Jelly Schnell tried to gain it possession, but Evan Orchel has been making it a living hell. And Central scored.
That's in the net right there. Good job from Central there. Bounced around a couple times.
Lucky bounce.
Looks like that could have came off of Walker's stick last, but I can't quite tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to bat it into the net. So it's currently 3-0 Hunterdon Central. Belvidere is trailing behind.
This is a dominant Central team right here. And Walker, yes, that is her 5th goal of the season.
Amanda Walker. Fifth goal of the season as Gebhardt, Schnell, and Walker has started the draw. Possible false start as Belvidere will be on the ball for the draw. Belvidere rifled it to Jelly Schnell, I presume, or Josh Sponzo. And Jelly Schnell lost possession.
It looked like it went off the legs of Ashley Gebhardt there.
Ashley Gebhardt.
She tried really hard to avoid it by jumping, but you can see the ball kind of clearly changed trajectory there.
Emerson Labar rifled it to Adriana Duda. And Adriana Duda has been on that ball, fortunately. Belvidere gains possession as number 13 is on it for Cardos is on it for Belvidere. And Julian Labar is getting tangled in between central players. And Duda is going to clear it and rifle it to Caitlin Redmond. Caitlin Redmond gets the rifle from Adriana Duda.
Very close to the line there from Redmond. And yeah, she did play it out. Hands on her head.
And Julian Labar has possession, rifled it. Adriana Duda quelled it as Lucia Capone is getting stuck in between two Belvedere players. Caitlin Redmond, possession lost to Jillian Labar. Maggie Scally on the possession, but Emerson Labar.
Scally just kind of bull rushed right through the Belvedere defenders, and that was a really good play to win the possession there for Scally.
For sure, and Scally is most likely going to rifle it to Ashley Gebhardt. Ashley Gebhardt has possession as Gianna Francescino is trying to get on her. Jossie Sponzo passed it to Ashley Gebhardt, and Francescino kicks it out with her stick, and Caitlin Redmond.
That went off a central stick last.
Yeah, and Jillian Labar is back on with the possession. Maggie Scally got in the middle of that possession and prevented it. She's stuck in a stick battle with mystery number 12. And Jelly Schnell lifts it. Dangerous lift called. Belvedere has possession, and Evan Orchill will hit the ball in.
Schnell was just probably trying to, lay a saucer pass right across the center there. I think she put a little bit too much on it, a little bit too much under it, so it did end up going up, but, it would have been sauced right across the front there. It would have been a gorgeous pass if it could have been completed, but that's a really tough pass to make when you got a defender bearing down on you like that.
Caitlin Redmond shoots it wide, as I think Gianna Francescino will pass it in. No, it's not. That is Madison Denker. Denker passes it to number 13, Madeline Cardos. Goes wide. And Belvedere has possession. Central has possession.
It's Rowinski just
checked in for Hunterdon Central. Passed it to Scally. Her pass to Sponzo was intercepted.
That was off a Belvedere foot there.
Yep.
It's number 4. That's Francescino.
Olivia Francescino. There's 2 sibling pairs on this team.
I think the Francescinos are twins.
Yeah.
Both seniors.
And the Labars are senior and sophomore. Belvedere has possession. Number 13, Madeline Cardos will hit it in. And Ashley Gebhardt got in the way of that possession. However, Emerson Labar was on it. And Danker is fighting with Sponzo for possession. And Scally is on it. She's been on the ball a lot this game. And
Scally's having a really good game. There was another nice play by Scally.
For sure. Scally will start.
Open to the scoring as well.
Yeah, that is true. And Scally will start from the 40. Rifled it, however, Jillian Labar got it. And Ashley
Coddington's
on it.
Coddington, we will have an interview during the half with Sloan Coddington. So stick around during that. It is a pre-recorded interview. Don't want to get your hopes up that we're calling someone up to the press box during our halftime. But we will hear from Sloan Coddington at our halftime.
Adriana Duda and Lucia Capone trying to quell the ball and get it back into Central's possession. Cassandra Constantino with the interception of the pass. And Jillian LaBar was on it. Maggie Scally against Olivia Francescino. And Scally won the battle and gets control of the ball. And trying to get it to Sloan Coddington, however, Belvidere player got in the way.
Good intercept there from Redmond to turn it the other way.
Schnell tried to pass it to Ashley Gebhardt. Didn't work so well, as Francescino got on possession. Gianna. Olivia Francescino's on the ball and pass it to Danker. Ashley Postma. And let's see.
It's Coddington.
Coddington's on it. And Amanda Walker is on the ball. However, Danker intercepted it. Scally's on it.
Scally just streaked right down the center of the field.
And the shot goes wide. So close to becoming a goal for Hunterdon Central.
Very, very close for Gebhardt. But, man, Scally's just been all over the field this quarter. I mean, even in the first quarter as well. She scored the first goal. And then this second quarter, it's just been Scally everywhere. Able to just take the ball right away from the Belvidere players. Almost every single battle she's won so far in this game.
Scally is a defensive and offensive beast for Hunterdon Central. Very deadly weapon. She also plays lacrosse for Hunterdon Central, and I think basketball too.
You will also get another year of Scally on this field hockey team. She's a junior. One of the couple juniors on this team. This is a very old team. Juniors and seniors make up the entirety of this varsity squad, and it'll be interesting to see how different this team looks next year. But I mean, this year it's been a very solid start.
For sure. As Evan Ortol passes it to, I think, Gianna Francescino, Gianna Francescino lifts it, and Caitlin Redmond was on the interception of the pass to Cassandra Constantino. Redmond.
A good move by Redmond there.
She's getting stuck between LaBar, with Jillian LaBar and Cassandra Constantino. Jillian LaBar has been on it, but Maggie Scally has been fighting for these possessions and it's been going well in her favor.
She just won another one.
Wow. Central is on fire with these possessions, and it's mainly on Scally. Scally's the beast with these possessions. And Scally is going to start from the 30. And she passed it to Gebhardt. However, Gianna Francescino was on it, and she will be rifling it out. Lifted to Lucia Capone. A whistle is called.
We're going to call a dangerous lift on that. I don't know about that one. As far as, I guess it was high near Scally, but she was on the other end receiving.
This is a questionable
There's been
call.
a couple questionable calls in this game.
Like the dangerous lift that wasn't called on Ashley Gebhardt's hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to call it dangerous lift, dude, it's got to be that one. But
for sure.
That was a very interesting call there. I mean, it is in Central's favor, but
it's dangerous for Belvidere. And Belvidere gains possession. Gianna Francescino will hit it for Belvidere. Francescino rifles it to Shelley. Not Schnell. I just combined Jelly and Schnell.
Schnelly?
Schnelly, yes.
Jelly Schnelly?
Oh my God.
That is not the name that is on your sheet.
Yeah. It was a heat of the moment thing. as Redmond will hit it in for Hunterdon Central. Redmond to Capone. LeBar gets that possession. Duda trying to quell that, and it goes over the 50-yard line.
That's a good pass by Duda. Found the backside of the defender there.
As Constantino's been on this possession, trying to fight Lucio Capone for possession. As Jillian LeBar has possession, rifles it. Too wide. Danica Potnicker comes out unscathed. No need to make a save.
I think she was looking for a redirect there. It would have been really tough for Pottinger to stop, but the pass was just a little too far there for Belvidere. Belvidere has spent very little time in the Central end, so it's no surprise that Central has this 3-0 lead here as we're getting into the waning stages of the first half.
Potnicker.
Oh, danger! What a stop!
And bounce it off her goalie pads.
Pottinger got across there. That got right in front, and Pottinger was able to slide across the goal, make a great save.
Almost like Vasilevsky in the NHL.
That was a Vasilevsky level save there.
For
on
sure.
grass, which is a lot harder to slide across.
Yeah, you don't have ice where it can melt and let it glide. It's rough turf. That's quite soft, actually.
I wouldn't necessarily call turf soft. It's a little abrasive. If you're sliding on it, it will hurt. So.
Yeah, but it's like soft when you touch it with your cleat.
With your cleat?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hard thing.
We're having a short corner, and they elect Lucio Capone out of the goal. As three defenders for Central are in the can with Honecker. Honecker, stop that!
Big stop there, but the
Another
rebound's
stop
still
by
loose.
Honecker. As Ashley Posma has been on fire trying to make this difficult for Honecker.
Oh, good move there by Walker. Trying to get around the defense there, but there was a teammate there to help out LeBar.
Yeah, as Scally has been on this possession. She's been the queen of possessions for Hunterdon Central.
Under a minute remaining in this first half.
Central still remains with the 3-0 lead against Belvidere. Belvidere trying to make something happen.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of life for Belvedere here in the waning stages of the second. Central's got to be careful. You don't want to let them score a goal in the last minute. That's a big momentum swing.
For sure, and if you let the momentum start swinging, it can bite you.
Yeah, I know Central, is probably sitting. They're sitting pretty with a 3-goal lead. It's really tough in field hockey to come back from that, but there's still a whole nother half, and if Central can score 3 goals in a half, Belvedere can definitely do the same thing. So Central's just got to stay disciplined, stay on the ball, and don't let any surprises happen.
5 seconds left in the quarter as Posma hits it wide out, and the quarter has completed. We'll see you after halftime.
That is it for the first half. Stay tuned during halftime for the interview with Sloan Coddington. 3-0 Central, and if you can't watch halftime, make sure you make it for the second half.
And joining us at halftime today, it's Red Devil senior Sloan Coddington. Sloan, so you guys are off to a pretty decent start. Let's talk about the early portion of this season. How important was it for the club to kind of play some winning field hockey early on?
Yeah, getting that good start, that strong start is really helping on confidence. I think last year was pretty tough for some of the people who were on varsity last year. I think this year we're going to do so much better, and I'm so excited.
Well, you mentioned last year. So last year did not go the way anybody did. But what do you learn, Sloan, from a year like that where you won only 3 games all season?
Yeah, you learn to come together as a team and keep pushing forward even through adversity and challenges. You just keep moving forward.
What do you like best about this year's team?
I think we all work together as a unit. We've been with each other for 4 years now, and we're all like sisters.
So when you look back at this time, this portion of your life, what will you remember most about being a part of Hunterdon Central field hockey?
I think just being strong through adversity, being a sisterhood at all times, no matter what we're dealing with.
We mentioned that sisterhood. Let's talk a little bit about the sisterhood. What has that been like, this group of girls?
Well, for 4 years, we've had the most amazing time, even through like our wins and losses, our ties, all of it. We've just been tough, strong together since freshman year.
And that was Red Devil senior Sloan Coddington. Stay tuned for second half action.
All right, welcome back to Stewart Field for the second half of Central versus Belvidere. We got the time ticking down, just 2 seconds to go before this is going to start here. Central with a 3-0 lead, dominated in this game. And, well, we're going to hopefully see some continued domination.
The goaltenders switched halves. For people who haven't watched a field hockey game before, they switch every half of the game. So Central was on the left, and now they're on the right. Belvedere was on the right, and now they're on the left.
Yep, and that means all of the players will switch sides as well. So now on the near side we have Walker, Susie, and Coddington, and whereas on our near side earlier today we had Schnell, Redmond, and Capone. So here we go for the second half. Duda's going to lift it in.
Dangerous lift, possibly.
They're calling a dangerous lift. I had some interesting calls here so far in the start of this game. That's another one that baffles me a bit because there wasn't really anyone in the area when Duda lifted it, but it became dangerous when it came back to the ground because the Belvedere player ran at it. So, you know, usually I feel like what you see is a dangerous lift, it being lifted too close to the person like that. That would be a dangerous lift right there, where it was lifted very close in front of Walker's face. And here goes Walker.
I'm still baffled from that no dangerous lift call on Gebhardt in the first quarter. I'm still baffled.
That was a baffling call, as that actually hit her hand, and it looked like that.
It hurt. She had to shake her hand. I usually have to do that when I write too much. Ooh.
Well, that one is too far for the stick of Posma, so Coddington will collect it here at about the 45, and she's going to look to put it in. That was hard enough to knock the stick out of Francesino's hands.
And
just shows a little bit of the
Susie,
power that Coddington can bring behind the ball there.
Susie has possession. Lifted it out.
That did not touch any Central sticks.
It touched Posma's stick, so Coddington will hit it back in.
So Coddington's going to start with it from the 30. So Central hasn't made much changes to this lineup at all today so far. We've seen Schnell with Gebhardt and Walker, along with Susie, Coddington, Scally, Capone, Redmond, and Duda. There was a quick sub-in of Rowinski, but other than that, we haven't seen anyone else come in.
I guess
here's Scally. Scally's been having a banner day with a lot of doing that there, taking and winning the possessions, although I think that went off her feet.
Yeah.
So they're not going to count that one, but she has been all over the field today. Scored the game opener to make it 1-0, and has just been able to win the possession almost every single time here.
For sure.
That one's goes right through all the way to Posma, but Coddington's going to turn it the other way.
Another whistle.
Another whistle, but it's going to be in Coddington's favor, looking for Walker. Walker tries to put it through two defenders, almost does, but Denker, nope, that's not Denker, that's number 36 or 30.
Gianna Francesino.
Yeah, it's Gianna Francesino. So one of the, I think that's the Francesino twins, I believe, right? There's two seniors. I mean, I guess they could be just sisters, but it'd be pretty hard.
Maybe cousins.
Maybe cousins. That could be the other thing, but
who are paternally related.
So here is, well, that one was looking for Sponzo. Sponzo's the other one that's been out all game. Sorry, I did not remember to mention.
Central's mindset with this lineup: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That is true. This team has put together some good playing
Scally.
here. Ooh, and that's off of the foot
A
of...
Posma.
Yes. It's going to be knocked ahead. Here goes Walker. Walker found Schnell on the other side. Here's Schnell. Schnell's going to look ahead for Gebhardt. Gebhardt able to corral it. Puts it in the center for Walker. Walker's able to bat at it in front of the net there, but it doesn't go.
Walker is our Division I commit of our field hockey team. She's going to be heading locally to Rider University to play for the Broncos.
She also does lead the team in scoring. She scored her 5th tonight and had another pretty big opportunity there to put another one in the net here. And here's another opportunity to put something in the net is the short corner here that will be taken by Walker.
And
Bunch formation for the Devils here. It's going to go over to Redmond. Redmond's going to shoot one. That one gets behind the goaltender right in front of the net. Smith is able to kick it out momentarily. And then Gebhardt almost put that in the
So
net, and that got
close.
taken the other way. Oh, my goodness. Gebhardt was so close to putting one in the net
it was
to
pandemonium.
make it almost untouchable for this Belvidere squad to get back in it. But
Another short or long corner, I think, this time.
this is going to be a short corner just
Short
from the
corner.
other side here.
Okay. And they're electing to have 3 in the net with Lila Smith and 1 outside. That person being outside being Evan Orchel.
3 and 1 out has been the move for both teams so far. Here's Redmond, and they're going to give it to Belvidere. Redmond also, again, wondering why, maybe, but as it looked like pretty clean there from Redmond. Did not look like it went off her feet or off the wrong side of the stick. That one too far there for Nope, that is not Posma. That's Cardos.
Possibly, maybe went off the shaft of the stick instead of where you're supposed to hit it, like the
Yeah,
head.
I think you might be right, but
And possibly might have hit off the shaft. I don't know.
it didn't look wrong to me from here, but
Yeah,
we're pretty far away.
we're pretty. I think we're like 20 feet up.
Well, we're more than 20 feet up. We're pretty far from this field. Well, if we're talking how far we are from the field, we're probably about at least 100 to maybe 200 feet from the field. But upwards wise,
Maybe 20.
I'd say more. I'd say more like 40. Because it's hard to tell, you know, because we're on this box. I mean, and the angle.
We have a
I don't want to.
stance
You know what?
below
We're gonna
us.
stop. We're gonna stop because we don't want to do math right now. We just
Yeah,
want to watch
no.
sports. So let's
Yeah.
stop trying to figure out how high we are and how far away from the game we are. Let's just talk about the game.
And Lucia Capone chases after the ball.
I think that went off of Belvidere's stick, so Capone, no need to be in a hurry to get that ball. And she will send it looking for Scally there, but this is taken away. Oh, here comes Labar. Labar had a moment of clarity there.
Scally quelled that moment of clarity pretty quickly.
A good stick in front there from Scally. Scally again.
Short corner.
All over the field today. And it's going to be a short corner. Big opportunity here for Belvidere. Belvidere, if they need to score, they need to score now. If they want to be, or if they want to have really any chance of getting back in this one.
I think it's our first short corner of the game.
They've had one before. It did not go very well, and it does not look like this is going well until that pass was made.
Ooh.
And they score.
3-1.
And just as I said, they needed a goal to stay in it. They get it. And it is a 3-1 game here. This is a different game now. And it is only 2 goals they got to come back from. They still got plenty of time. So, Central definitely needs to knock one in here to really, you know, maybe feel better about where they are in this game. Because it did not take much to get it past the net, get it in the net there. And they're back on it again here with Francescino, and that's Posma was fighting for it there. Scally won the battle there, so as she's been doing all game, and
Parents have been really quiet for this game.
it's been a quiet game
Usually
from the
parents
stands.
aren't rowdy.
There's usually a bit of chirping from the parents on the sideline.
For sure. Chirping.
Good plays by Coddington there.
Coddington passes it to
There's
Walker.
Walker.
And possession for Anna Susie.
Yep, Susie. Susie's gonna look back for Scally. Scally couldn't get it quite through everyone there, and that pass is too far for Francescino, so Duda will collect it. Duda is gonna look down. That goes all the way towards Schnell, but that's gonna go out, and it's gonna be Belvidere ball, although the ball went a little too far away for
Evan Orchel will bring it back into play.
Here goes Scally. Scally is going to come all the way back to Scally here. Scally's going to knock it in. Looking for Walker there. That actually comes back to Schnell. Schnell. And a whistle here. So it's going to be
Belvidere.
the other Francescino twin to take it here for Belvidere. Oh, and that's intercepted right in front by Schnell. Schnell trying to find Walker. There was a lot of red jerseys in front of Walker there, unfortunately for her. Here's Gebhardt. Gebhardt tries to knock one in. That goes off of Francescino in front. There's Labar. Labar looking for Potsma. Capone is going to turn it the other way for Central. And Scally is able to knock it forward for Schnell. Schnell is going to work her way in. Here's Walker right in front. That went off the goaltender Smith and out. But it will be a short corner.
Amanda Walker. Is it a short corner?
Oh, it's not a short corner.
It's
My bad.
not.
That's going to be brought back out probably around the 25. So there's two ways it can go when it goes out the back there. Usually they will bring it to the 25. I just wasn't really paying attention too well, and it came back out to the 25 there. Short corner is the other place they put it when there's usually a foul around the front. But that one just went out of bounds off the goaltender, so no short corner is going to be awarded for that.
Coddington.
Yep, Coddington will turn it the other way. And Coddington almost able to get back on it, but her toe touched it, so it's going to go the other way for Belvidere.
I thought Postma's foot hit the ball. I guess not.
Well, they don't always see everything.
True.
Postma's going to win it again.
I mean, and that will be hit out by Madeline Cardos.
Yep, Cardos is going to look for Emerson Labar, and Emerson looked for
Olivia
Jillian.
Joffrey just got checked into the game.
Joffrey,
26.
number 26, is in, yes. Good eye, I did not see the substitution.
Hunterdon Central has been making minor substitutions. We had 2 subs so far. We had Rowinski and Joffrey now.
Well, after a while, you're definitely going to get tired out there running around, so even though this lineup has been very strong so far, doesn't matter if everyone starts to get tired because
there's unlimited subs.
There is unlimited subs, and this Central team's got good depth. I mean, we've seen different lineups in for multiple games, and they've been pretty darn successful so far this season with, only one real loss and an overtime game that really just could have gone their way. And
for sure, Voorhees is a tough opponent. They're leading their division.
We will be seeing Voorhees again later this season. So maybe a little redemption for Central if they can put it together. Here is Scally on the nice pass from Gebhardt. Scally looking to look
stopped by Emerson Labar.
Looking to look back for Schnell.
Emerson Labar stopped Scally. And the pass didn't go so well, and it's now to Redmond.
So Redmond tried to put it in there and actually succeeded because this possession will go to Scally, who will toss it back to Redmond, who will start with it at the 20 here.
Central's getting swarmed by Belvidere County Cedars.
The County Cedars, yes. We have not brought up the interesting name
For
Belvidere, so they are called the County Cedars. That means, I guess, the government of Warren County is going to be in Belvidere, in case you're wondering, in case you need to maybe pay a speeding ticket that you got for speeding in Warren County. The courthouse is most likely going to be found in Belvidere.
Yeah. I have no idea what mascot would represent the County Cedars.
Maybe a county map
Or maybe
with a star on the relative location of Belvidere.
Or maybe the governor or the mayor of Belvidere?
Maybe just a nice big smiling face of the mayor. The problem is that changes a little too much, you know?
Yeah, so maybe just like a politician.
I think I like the county map.
Okay.
County map's definitely better in my opinion.
Okay, are you like
Or are they just gonna be a seed because cedar? I mean that's not what the meaning of that word is, but
I mean,
mean,
how could you make a anthropomorphic chair?
I don't know.
if Dartmouth can do it for a keg, I think they can do it for a chair.
yeah,
Or
maybe
Stanford
maybe
does-
they just have a giant wooden chair at their games. I don't know. They didn't bring it today, so we don't really know
What
what we're dealing with. So
Interesting choice of name.
I
thought
mean,
it would.
it's not a bad name. A unique name's great for a high school team. Oh, what a rip from Redmond to get it all the way
Ooh.
to Walker, who sends one flying high.
If
So
that was near someone, I would have been Belvidere's possession.
it's going to be Belvidere's possession anyway.
True, as it went out of bounds by
Did go
Walker Stern.
out. Starting from the 15 is Francescino. There's a lift. Not going to be considered dangerous, and that's how that should go there. And there were two Central players in the area who were close to it, who could have been hit by it, but it wasn't a lift that she could have seen that possibly happening. Oh, danger zone here for Central as Susie's
Susie
able
called it.
to send it out, but it's kept in by Posma. Nope, that's Labar, and it's taken the other way for Central, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 3-1 lead for Central. Belvidere is definitely making it interesting here with that goal about midway through the third quarter, I should say.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for the fourth quarter. It should be a good one here. Hopefully Central can stay on top of it the way they've been doing for the beginning of this game.
They have 15 minutes to keep on top.
All right, welcome back to the fourth quarter, decision quarter here for Central. And Central will start with the possession and push it into the Belvidere end, but it's going to be Belvidere's ball. So Central's looking pretty good, Mariah. It's been Very, very good game for them, except for that last quarter.
Yeah, just one goal getting by. However, let's hope that's the only goal that ever gets in.
Yeah, I mean, if Belvidere puts another one in the net here, it gets really interesting. One goal is nothing in this game, and
Yeah.
2 goals, it does feel like quite the deficit, but, I mean, if you think about it, it's 1 goal, and you're right back in it, and then it's 1 more goal, and you've tied it, so Central's really got to stay on it here to really close this game out.
If you haven't come and watch our Voorhees stream, if a game goes to a draw, it doesn't stop there. There's a 10-minute overtime where it's just 7 players and the goaltender.
So this, with it, is Ashley Michiko, I believe.
Yeah.
We have not seen much of her this season, but she's out there, and she was almost able to take it the other way. It looks like we have Cassie Stallwood as well out here, and I believe that's Kira Yarrow as well. So a different line completely for this game. Rowinski's out there too. Geoffrey. And a lot of new faces out there. Capone, Scally. Capone and Scally remain along with Susie.
And Sloan Coddington.
Sloan Coddington as well.
Hunterdon Central has been keeping the substitutions very mild.
Well, now it's been mild for almost this entire game until now. We've got basically a new team out there. We even have Duda off as Sienna DePaulo is playing in the position that Adriana Duda normally would play in as that final defender. Duda has been so good this year. I think she's just getting that well-deserved rest.
For sure. The thing with Central is that you said Ashley Michigan's not getting playing time. However, it's such a really very depth-based team that it's really hard to give everyone the same amount of playing time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't give everyone the same amount of playing time, but I mean, this team has good depth, and I think we're gonna see that in full display here in this fourth quarter, which we don't always get to see that, which is it's kind of cool to see this other side of the team, what they bring to the table. We haven't seen them at home. I'm not sure if they've played away.
I think they played at Voorhees, a few of them.
Yeah, there were a few of these players that were out here in the Voorhees game.
Stallwood and I think Edo too, but we haven't seen much of Edo this game.
We haven't seen Edo at all this game. We did see Edo a bit in the last game here at Stewart Field. Well, there is Edo. Edo's out now.
Speak of the devil. Edo is here.
It's Edo, Yarrow, and Michiko in the front.
Stallwood in the middle with Susie.
So here goes. Well, Stallwood's going to be up front as well. I believe it's Edo in the middle with Susie.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Just where Edo was on the field at that time was out in front with everyone else. Here's Rowinski. We've seen a fair amount of Rowinski in the other games.
Not as much in this game.
Not as much in this game, but Rowinski is going to be out. There's a lift. That's going to go all the way down. Capone has played in this entire game along with Scally, Coddington, and Susie.
There's just main people you see a lot on Central's field, like Capone, Duda, Redmond, Scally. You see quite frequently in our games.
See Walker and Schnell,
that
along with Gebhardt, usually your front three, but it's a different team out here, and all they got to do is just kind of hold this the way it is, a 3-1 lead. They don't need to do too much, but putting more on is not going to hurt, so.
And even capitalize more on this lead and add more goals to the tally.
That'll always help with power points. It's going to be back looking for Edo. Edo at the 10, working with it here. Looking for someone to pass to. Can always go back to Capone, and she does. This is going to go all the way back. Sienna DePaulo. Oh, a good play by DePaulo to play up on it, but it is dangerous there, because if DePaulo didn't make that play, it would have been an odd man rush for Belvidere.
Yep, and we do not want that as Hunterdon Central. We want to maintain that lead.
Yeah, Central needs to really feel safe, put another one away. But here goes Belvidere the other way, looking for Posma. Here's Coddington. Coddington will guide that out, knowing that it's going to be her ball.
Hunterdon Central has so much depth on their team with their goaltenders, their offensive players. Maggie Scally, let's talk about her. She has 2 goals and 1 assist in this season so far, and she's been on the possessions for the whole game, which is ridiculous.
Maggie Scally has had a very nice game tonight. If you weren't here in the first 3 quarters, we talked about Maggie Scally quite a bit. Scally opened the scoring for Central, and she's had many plays where she's just been able to take the ball right away. That time it was Rowinski who made a nice defensive play. Here goes Edo. Edo has Michiko open. See if she goes that way. She decides not. She goes to the right looking for Yarrow. Yarrow gets on it, had a shot opportunity. That one steered away by the goaltender Smith. Stallwood had a shot there. Here's Rowinski. And that's going to be bounced around in front. Edo's looking for it there. And it's taken the other way, but Coddington is able to get back on it.
Central has been outstanding with... Oh, a goal? No, is that a whistle?
That's not going to be a goal. There was a whistle before she scored.
I was like, a goal? No, never mind. There was a whistle.
There was a whistle.
I got my hopes up.
So it's going to be a short corner, and Rowinski will be taking it here as Amanda Walker, I believe, will have the rest of this game off, it looks like.
First time we see Rowinski taking the short corner this season.
Rowinski to Stallwood. Stallwood rifles one. Oh, and that was so close. If Rowinski was able to direct that into the net, that would have been probably the dagger here with 7:53 remaining in this 4th quarter. It's going to be another... it won't be another short corner. It's going to start probably out around the 25 here with Coddington.
I'm still on the county Cedars. What would their mascot be? If it was a county map, like you said.
I like the county map. That's what I'm going for. Here's Susie. That's going to go back the other way for Belvidere.
How would a Devil fare against a county map?
Well, so far the Devil is doing pretty well against the county map.
Will they burn it to shreds?
I mean, if you're a Devils fan, that would be what you would want them to do, I guess.
For sure. I mean, our county seat is where our school is.
That is true.
So it's county seat versus county seat.
It is county seat versus county seat here tonight. And this will go back the other way as Geoffrey is going to play it back, looking for Capone. Capone's able to corral it. And that's taken the other way here by Belvidere. Oh, a good play. I believe that's Labar. Oh, Labar is going to go down. DePaulo is trying to corral it, but Labar is able to go all the way around. Dangerous play, working it in, looking for the center there, and oh, it's bounced around. What's the call here? It's going to be probably back out to the 25 here for Belvidere.
No short corner.
No short corner, so Central's going to escape without having to worry about that, but it will be possession in the attacking zone for Belvidere. Here is Emerson Labar. Labar trying to work her way around Yarrow. Does so pretty well by putting it in the center, but what are they going to call here? It will be a short corner, so big opportunity here with 5:48 to go for this Belvidere squad.
About a little over a third remaining in the quarter. And we have to acknowledge our JV players on the sidelines making the game smooth.
Yeah, they're able to get those balls right to them at all times. I mean, it's just been, that ball goes flying out, goes way, way back all the way to the fence that's around the Stewart Field and track. And, now the JV players earning their stripes. They're going to run. They're going to grab that ball. And when the ball does that again, they're able to throw it right back into play. So if our JV players weren't out there running for the ball, I mean, it would be a pretty long game.
Yep. It will be kind of like ball pandemonium.
Yeah, they'd just be constantly chasing after the ball, not on the field.
Yeah, it will just be in the track.
Oh, right in the center there for Belvidere. dangerous, dangerous play after dangerous play here for Belvidere as they've kind of tilted the field here.
Central just has to keep this lead for about a third of the game left, and they'll probably clinch it.
Very, very little time now for, not very little time, but not much time for Belvidere. It's becoming a real factor now as they need to score, and they need to score now if they want to stay in it yet again here. They got that goal to make it a 2-point game, but
I'll do it.
well, so our broadcast cut out for a second there, but as I said again, and I need to stop saying this because every single time I say it, it happens, is Belvidere put another one in the net. So it's a 1-goal game with 3:51 to go. I will refrain from saying Belvidere needs to score a goal here and they need to score it now because they just did it again. Announcer's curse again. I need to just stop talking sometimes. Oh, and as the top line will come back out for Central here as Walker, Gebhardt, and Schnell will come out, and they need to attack here to really. They need to lock down now as Duda's back out with Sponzo and Capone. Redmond's back out, so the team that started this game is back on field now.
Yeah, this game has been tilted in a different way now as Belvedere scored 2 goals. Like I said, I think you should, like you said earlier, the announcer's curse isn't going for you well.
No, it's not. It's I did it twice in a row, and I'm not feeling too good about it right now. So hopefully Central can turn it back around. But I mean, the Belvidere County Cedars have been buzzing in this second half. It's been all Belvidere since that 3rd goal was scored. And
how does a county map buzz? Does it just flap
it
in the
buzzes
wave?
by playing field hockey. And the other way they come here with Walker. Walker with a nice move. Walker tried to rifle one, but that's taken the other way by Emerson Labar. Labar puts it too far, and Duda will send it back the other way. Here's Capone. Capone plays it off the feet of, I believe that's Constantino. Yes, that is Constantino.
Yep.
And it will be Central ball here. Time is ticking away, 2:36 to go. Here's Redmond. Redmond's going to lift it for Sponzo.
Checking.
Sponzo, nice pass there behind the back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt right in the center with it here, but it's one back. Oh, no, taken back by Sponzo here as she will try and knock it in. But it will come to Jillian Labar.
When you're getting swarmed by 2 defenders, it's a compliment. I think it shows that you are a tough player to go against.
Yep, it's been very challenging when they've been swarming a lot of our top offensive players like Walker, Gebhardt, and Schnell. It's been very challenging for them in these later stages of this game to get space, and space is what you need to score goals. So
For sure, and Central does have time in their favor as it's 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining in the quarter.
all they need to do is keep it in this end or score one more time, and they do. There's Gebhardt with a nice goal right over the blocker side of Smith, and that should do it right there. Gebhardt is going to end this game here for Central with an exclamation point.
Definitely a big 2-lead cushion for sure for Hunterdon Central.
That's a big goal there for Central. Walker's going to take it the other way here. She'll knock it in towards Gebhardt. So Central looking to win. Looks like they will win this game. 1:11 left.
They increased the lead by half.
Did increase the lead by half. Very, very important goal there. Just takes the pressure off here for Central. And, 3-1-1 is not a bad start on the season at all.
For sure.
And they, with the win tonight, will have won not more games, but the same amount of games as last year. But they've only played 5 games, whereas last year they played 18. So back come Belvidere with 39 to go. Crazier things have happened, but it would be a lot. Belvidere, and I'm not going to say it, so I won't say it. But
Yeah, do not.
Belvidere shouldn't be a problem here for Central
sure.
to end this game. 20 seconds to go. The clock does not stop. Capone is going to maybe trot with it, just to get a little extra time off here. Here's Redmond. Redmond's going to try and rifle it as far down as she possibly can just to kill time. Seconds will tick away here. And that'll do it. Central will defeat Belvidere 4-2 here at Stewart Field this evening. What a game. And stand by. We will have Maggie Scally up for an interview as she had quite a game tonight.
For sure. 1 goal and many possessions.
It is true. All right, stay with us.
Hello, Maggie. How was your game tonight?
It was good, yeah. I had so much fun.
That was a great job you had tonight. So many possessions and the opening goal. That was impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So, what's the most important thing about this team to you? How does it make you feel?
I mean, I just love the culture of the team. Like, we all, like, push each other to do our best every day in practice and in games. And, like, we're all, like, good friends, which I love. So, probably just the culture.
You guys had a pretty rough season last year. Now you're turning it around within the first 5 games. How did that happen?
I don't know. Like, I was on varsity last year, but, like, this year, it's just been so fun. And I can just tell, like, we're all, like, pushing each other, like, trying to outwork each other, trying to do our best. And I guess it's just, like, our hard work's paying off.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations on this big 4-2 win against a division rival.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you for watching HCTV. Thank you for tuning in to Hunterdon Central Field Hockey. Hunterdon Central comes out with the win, 4-2. Have a great evening.